Hey guys, it's Chris, and in today's video, I'm talking about Godzilla x Kong, the new empire. Let's get into it! Kong encounters more of his species in the Hollow Earth. Kong must team up with Godzilla to stop Skar King and Shimo from invading the Earth's surface. First, the positives. The CGI and the Titan battles. The Titans, the environment, the destruction, all look outstanding. My favorite Titan is Godzilla and his blue, then pink, atomic breath. Godzilla fights a crab-like Titan in Rome and explodes him to pieces. Godzilla Roars Title card. Godzilla x Kong, the new empire. Godzilla absorbs radiation at a nuclear power plant in France. He's preparing for an oncoming threat. Essentially, through this whole movie, Godzilla is just supercharging and trying to get more power. Godzilla is attacked by fighter drones. He swats at them. Godzilla uses a massive electricity shockwave to destroy the fighter drones. Godzilla roars, which obviously because it's Godzilla and Kong, they do that a lot in these movies. Kong explores the subterranean realm in the Hollow Earth and he encounters Mini Kong, Suko. Kong is ambushed by other apes and he fights them off and he literally uses Suko as a weapon. Mini Kong. He's just dragging him across the ground, hitting the other apes. I like how he literally uses Mini Kong as a weapon. And I like this one part where one of the apes falls off a cliff and he catches him. Kong saves him, but when he pulls him up, the guy grabs a knife and tries to stab him, so Kong just Spartan kicks him right off the cliff. It's like, okay, dude, I just saved your life, but you're going to try to stab me? Alright, well, I'll Spartan kick you right off a cliff. Kong kills a water sea serpent while he cleans up in a lake. Kong rips off his head off screen, and Kong and Mini Kong bond with each other. Kong finally feels he's not alone. Kong feels like he has a friend now. Because in these MonsterVerse movies, of course, the Titans or the monsters don't really talk. But you can tell by their actions what they're essentially saying. Kong even shares his kill with Mini Kong. Godzilla kills a level 6 Titan in the Arctic Ocean and supercharges in his lair. Godzilla bursts out of the ice and roars. Pink and supercharged Godzilla. Badass. Mini Kong brings Kong back to Skar King's lair. One of the apes goes up to Kong, just screaming in his face, dude. Boom. Kong just drops him. If I'm gonna be honest, that did get me to laugh. I thought that was so funny. Kong versus Skar King and Shimo. Skar King beats up Kong pretty good during this battle with his spine tail whip. Exactly how it sounds. And it's a whip, and at the end of the whip, there's a crystal. And he uses that to control Shimo. Skar King uses the whip. He's just spinning it around, whipping it, wraps it right around Kong's hand, pulls it away, cuts Kong's hand. Skar King even almost chokes out Kong. Gets behind him, and he's just choking him out. And it's like, just get off me, dude. And that's even before Shimo shows up. Once she shows up, Kong don't stand a chance. Skar King summons Shimo. I really like how Skar King, every time he commands or summons Shimo, he's just so chill about it. He's just like, alright, do my bidding. And she's essentially saying no, and he's like, do my bidding. I'm commanding you. So I do like that. He's just always so chill about it. Kong blocks and dodges ice blasts. Kong escapes, but his right arm has frostbite. Because when he blocks an ice blast from Shimo, all the ice goes over his hand and essentially freezes his axe. The axe goes flying. And after that, Mini Kong's like, over here, pointing to a cave and telling Kong, you gotta escape. You're not gonna win this battle, and you're not gonna survive this battle. So Kong would have not escaped if it wasn't for Mini Kong's help. After this battle, Kong gains the power glove and his frostbite is healed. Kong hopes to lure Godzilla to the Hollow Earth to assist him against Skar King and Shimo. Kong tries to communicate with Godzilla, but Godzilla attacks him. I love when Godzilla's just charging at him and Kong's just standing there like, whoa, dude, like, I just want to talk. Stop trying to attack me. I just want to talk. So I did get a kick out of that. Godzilla and Kong battle through the pyramids of Cairo. They're just charging into each other, just smashing into the pyramids. Kong punches Godzilla a ton. Uppercut, douche, 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 just punching him a ton of times. And he's just trying to drag Godzilla to the hollow earth. It's like, come on, dude, I just want your help. Godzilla's using his atomic breath and just blasting through all these pyramids while Kong's just running behind him. The battle continues, but Mothra intervenes. Godzilla learns that Kong just wants his help. It's like Godzilla's those type of monsters where he sees you, it's on sight. Godzilla, Kong, and Mothra return to the Hollow Earth to gauge in battle against Skar King and Shimo. The four titans charge at each other. Skar King is on top of Shimo's back, and then Godzilla and Kong run together, start charging at them together, and then Kong jumps on Godzilla's back, and they essentially all lunge at each other in the air, and they just zoom in on their faces, roar, and it's like, I just thought it was cool. It's essentially 2-on-2, two titans charging at two other titans. And all the four titans fight in the air because of this anti-gravity shockwave. There's these two pyramids, one on the top and one on the bottom, and the humans suggest, why don't we create a chemical reaction? And we can essentially create an anti-gravity shockwave. That's why they're fighting in the air. Mothra even helps out during this fight. Everybody's like, she's just a moth. What is she gonna do? But in this battle, Mothra actually does help out. She does save Godzilla from getting frozen by Shimo. So if it wasn't for Mothra, Godzilla would have been killed. Mothra does shoot two little spider webs at these apes and sticks them to some rock. So she does help out a little bit in this battle. Skar King and Shimo uses one of the portals to get to the surface world. Godzilla and Kong chase them to the surface world. And you know where they arrive? Rio de Janeiro. Shimo induces a second ice age at Skar King's command. And that's when Kong just comes out of nowhere and just, boom, punches Skar King right in the face, dude. I do like how they show the tooth flying out, just crashing right into the ground. Like, that's how pretty powerful Kong is. That's just one hit. And that's when we finally get the surface world battle between Skar King and Shimo and Godzilla and Kong. Each titan gets a fair amount of hits on each other. It's not same species versus the same species. No, they all get to wail on each other a few times. This battle has massive destruction. Godzilla's atomic breath, Shimo's ice breath, power glove versus spine tail whip, Godzilla's charging, Kong's punching. This battle is an adrenaline-fueled ride and is the highlight of the film. There are quite a few highlights during this battle, but my personal favorite being when Skar King uses his spine tail whip, wraps it around top of a building, and throws it right at Kong, and Kong just uses his power glove and just shatters the building. I just thought that was such a cool shot. Or when Godzilla's charging up and Skar King's got his back to him, and he's just like, and Skar King's just trying to dodge and hide behind these buildings, but it doesn't work out well for him. This is another city destroyed by the Titans. Mini Kong arrives on the surface and uses Kong's battle axe to destroy the crystal controlling Shimo. Because when Skar King has his whip, he uses it, flings it right at Godzilla, and Godzilla gets it in his mouth, splits it right in half, so the crystal goes flying and it hits the ground. Zuko, or Mini Kong, shows up with Kong's battle axe. Skar King's just trying to grab the crystal, but he runs up and he slams it and he destroys the crystal that is controlling Shimo. And Shimo is released from Skar King's control. Kong grabs Skar King and holds him up in the air, and Shimo freezes him. Kong stares Skar King in the eyes while he's frozen and essentially body slams him to the ground. He jumps up a little bit, slams him right to the ground, and Skar King is shattered to pieces. Kong performs an ice-shattering fatality. Sub-Zero would be proud. Next, the negatives. The human story is never engaging as the Titan battles or action sequences. The two new Titans, Skar King and Shimo, don't show up until the last 50 minutes of the movie. They're mostly hidden in the shadows for most of the film. They don't promise the title of the movie until the final battle in Hollow Earth in the surface world. Don't expect the team up to be front and center or you'll be sorely disappointed. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, has the amazing CGI you would expect from a MonsterVerse film. The Titans are the main focus, and the humans are mostly on the side for mostly all the Titan battles. This is called Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, but Kong has the more screen time compared to Godzilla. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire feels like a Michael Bay movie. It has thrilling Titan battles, but lacks any substance. And I'm a big Michael Bay fan, so I consider that a compliment. Just not a lot of his movies have substance, and Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire is no different. I wish the team-up was shown early on and we got more Titan battles with them fighting together. The Titan battles we do get of them fighting together is a treat for MonsterVerse fans. So at least when they are fighting together, you won't be disappointed. Your eyes will be glued to the TV and, wow, this is dope, man. This is a blockbuster monster film that should not be missed, even if you're not a fan of Godzilla or Kong. Just sit back and be entertained by Titans going head-to-head with each other and destroying anything in their path. Alright, that was me talking about Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. What's your favorite MonsterVerse film? Mine would probably be Kong Skull Island or Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. Just let me know down in the comments which one's your favorite. I'm Spider-ManChris, and I'll see you in the next one.